Alright, so we're going to do corrections for our homework. I'm going to do them here. Alright, so just going to tilt the camera a bit. Alright, so can you please keep quiet? That's the first thing. So exercise 11.4, page 257. So the first question, what is the first question saying? I asked you to do 1A and 1C, right? Simple exercise. Calculate the gradients of the line joining the points. So what I advised to you to do was give the point names. It helps just for bookkeeping purposes. That was the points that are in the textbook, right? Then you work out the gradient. MAB is YA minus YB divided by XA minus XB. What is the y coordinate of A? Is 2 minus what is the y coordinate of B? Is 1. X coordinate of A negative 3 minus X coordinate of B 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. Minus 3 minus 4 is negative 4. Final answer is negative 1 over 4. Did everybody get that one right?
Yeah.
Cool. Easy part. Now 1C. You also have to do 1C. Right? Are you good?
So, if you got 1 over negative 4.
That's fine. It's the same thing. 1 over negative 4 and minus 1 over 4 is the same thing.
So it doesn't matter which way you do it. Like it doesn't matter which one.
It doesn't matter if you start with YB minus YA. If you subtract this one, so long as you start in the order. Remember we said if you say YB minus YA, it must also be XB minus XA. Doesn't matter, you'll still end up with the same answer. Clear? Bell, did you get it right? Let's go to C. Right? I really want us to finish marking this because from here on, then we just do some practice questions from exams, so to have a feel of what is expected you. But this is very similar to the kind of things you do in exam. To begin with, 1C. I'm going to call this A, it's negative 1 and 2. And I'm studying this side I'm looking at the camera and I'm on TV. Negative 1, 2, and then B is 1 minus 1. Okay. Okay, so gradient of AB, YA minus YB over XA minus XB. So what is the y value of A? 2 minus, what is the y value of B? Minus 1. X value of A is minus 1 minus X value of B minus 1. This is 2 plus 1 at the top. 3 minus 1 minus 1 minus 2. So it's negative 3 over 2. That's the answer you should have for 1C. It's negative 3 over 2. Negative 3 over 2. I really hope this is coming out nicely on the camera. It looks good on my side, but I hope it's viewing quality. Okay, can we move on? Okay, now next, I'm erasing these. Daniel, your services are required, but okay. Don't worry, I'll take it from here. My hand is not really recovering as well as I thought it would, but okay. Question number 3, I said only do 3A, right? Question number 3, I only asked you to do 3A. So, they say calculate the gradients of AB and CD. In each case, they state whether AB and CD are parallel to each other, perpendicular to each other, or neither parallel nor perpendicular. How do you check if two lines are parallel to each other?
If the gradients are the same, it's parallel. If it comes in the equal negative 1 or 1, then it's
perpendicular. Okay. I only ask you to do A just so you can see how it's done, right? So the coordinates is A. A is negative 3, 5. Then you have B, which is 5 and negative 1. And then you have C, which is negative 2, minus 1. Then you have D, and you have D, which is 1 and 3. Yeah. Now, so now we're going to work out the gradient of AB, because we have two lines, AB and CD, right? What is the gradient of AB? YA minus YB over XA minus XB. What is the y coordinate of A? 5 minus, what is the y coordinate of B? Minus 1. X coordinate of A, negative 3 minus 5. 5 plus 1 is going to be 6. Negative 3 minus 5, negative 8. So it becomes negative 3 over 4. That's the gradient you get. Are you guys cool? Is cool? Mind point? Okay. Now we go to MCD. We're going to calculate the gradient of CD, line CD. So, okay. YC minus YD divided by XC minus XD. What is the Y value of C? Negative 1 minus, what is the Y value of D? 3. X value of C is minus 2 minus X value of D? 1. This becomes negative 4 over negative 3, which becomes 4 over 3. I already know that these two are perpendicular.
Yes.
Because when I multiply these, it will definitely give me minus 1. You can see they're not equal, right? When you see they're not equal, the next thing to check is if they're perpendicular. And we're going to just say MAB times MCD is equal to minus 1, which is negative 3 over 4 times 4 over 3, which indeed does equal to minus 1. Therefore, AB perpendicular to CD. So this is how you set it up in your tests.
Can you say M?
Oh, here. No, that's not the gradient. Here it's the actual line. Line AB is perpendicular to CD because their gradients are indeed equal to negative 1. I wanted you to do this question so you can see how you set up your answers. Do you sort of see? Any questions? Amir? Hannah? Any questions? Everybody online, any questions? Okay, you might have. You can't ask questions. I mean, it's a recorded video. Okay. So that was question 3. Next one was question 5. Collinearity. Right? Today is Tuesday. You writing on? Thursday. Great. So question 5. Question 5. Please study hard for a test. I mean, you can do it. Question 5. I'm just no, man, it's not that. I'm just saying in general. I have to look somewhere I talk. If I look at you and I say study hard, I'm not saying in my head because you did bad. No, that's. Or I'm not saying in my head, especially you. That's not what I'm saying. It's just I just have to look somewhere when I talk. Let's say it's not that personal. I promise. It's not an attack. Okay, question number 5. So they say show that the set of points are collinear. So who can tell me what does collinear mean? I'm going to give the points names. Collinear means on the same line. So if the points are on the same line, that means they share the same gradient. So
couldn't that also mean that they're parallel?
no. Oh, yes, in a way, but if that, then it wouldn't be collinear because they're parallel. It means they own different lines. Can't be parallel and collinear at the same time. Collinear means you're actually on the same line. Okay, these are the coordinates, right?
Yes.
Now, so what I'm going to do then, I'm going to work out the gradient of AB, and then I'm going to show that it's equal to the gradient of BC. You can take any combination of the 2 points. Their gradient will be the same. You can work out the gradient of AB, work out the gradient of BC, work out the gradient of AC. All those will be the same. Yeah, you can, as long as you use any 2 of the points, the gradient will be the same.
They're not the same.
No, but
Listen to what I'm saying. You can use any of the 2 points here, any combination. AB, BC, AC,
Oh,
it'll all lead to the same gradient.
okay.
But you don't need to do all 3.
If they are correct.
If they are collinear, yes. If this, like this question says, show that they are collinear, so it means that they are. It means when you do your calculation, your gradients actually should be the same. If your gradient doesn't turn out to be the same, it means 2 things. First, which is most likely you are the one who made a sign error, or you're the one who's wrong. Secondly, probably, but very less likely, we made a mistake with the question and chose coordinates that aren't actually. Does that make sense? So, let's work out. So if you want to prove, I do that deliberately, by the way. I live to. Don't you like the birds? Okay, y value of A is -6 minus the y value of B, -4, x value of A, -2, minus x value of B, 2. So -6 plus 4, -2 over -4, which is positive a half. Positive 1/2. Okay, now I'm going to work out the gradient BC. Like I said, you can use A and B, you can use B and C, you can use A and C. All of those, you can just do 2 gradients, that's all. Don't need to do all 3, just 2. So then, now I'm going to use MBC. Who am I bothering? Who's me? Bailey, then I'm going to continue doing it. That's why I asked. I wanted to know who exactly am I annoying.
That's so rude.
If it's Bailey, then I'll surely continue.
Thanks,
Bailey. Sorry, Bailey. Y value of B is -4 minus the y value of C, -3. X value of B is 2 minus the x value of C, 4. Then -4 plus 3, -1. 2 minus 4, -2, which is equal to a half. Final therefore, then you can say MAB is equal to, this is a part they can't see online. Hey online people, welcome to my YouTube channel.
Please like and subscribe.
Please click like and subscribe. For more exclusive math content, click like and subscribe. I can give you my PayPal account. You're welcome to. Okay, so the gradient is equals. Therefore, therefore the points are collinear. I'm just going to say that. Points are collinear. Yeah?
So do you have to do all the steps that you wrote out? Because I wrote out the formula and then sub and then the answer. Do I have, so do you have to do that one?
You're welcome to write formula, sub, answer.
You
You don't have to do the steps like I do.
You have to do the formula every time.
So if it's one question, you do the formula once. So like, this is one question, right? So writing the question formula once is sufficient. Because we gave you a mark for writing the formula only one time. The other time you can just substitute. Just be careful not to make a mistake. That's why I do that, because I need to be careful. Everybody okay?
Yes.
That's good, Clarice. Question 5. Now we're gonna mark question 6. Now we're gonna mark question 6. Calculate the value of x in each case if A, B, and C and D are points. Okay, so we're in question 6 now. Okay, question 6. Can we continue to question 6? Yeah, please. So let's mark question 6 together. Okay. What's up?
Yes.
I have to click it.
You should do TikTok.
What? What about the Welsh?
Singing jazz.
I should be a jazz singer.
I feel like you're the type of person to randomly just define that.
No, but like.
I've been,
So can you go back to it?
I cannot. These markers are starting to disappoint. Okay. Okay, let's go for question 6 now. Let's go for question 6. Oh, it's visible online. Okay, great. So 6a. So calculate the value of x in each case if a, b, c, and d are the points. Blah blah blah. So point A is -2 and 3. Point B is 1 and 4. Point C is -4 and 1. Then point D is x and 4. Alright, so in the first case, we want to work out what x is based on the fact that AB is parallel to CD. Are you following? So MAB, equation of AB, so if they're parallel, so AB is parallel to CD, that implies that, right? Hello? So what is AB? I'm going to just write YA minus YB over XA minus XB is equal to YC minus YD over XC minus XD. So, yeah, those are, oh, look, the green is actually coming out pretty good. What is the Y value of A? 3 minus the Y value of B? 4. X value of A? Minus 2 minus X value of B? 1. Now Y value of C is what? 1 minus the Y value of D? 4. X value of C is minus 4 minus X value of D?
-1.
X.
-1.
Is it? I don't know. I ain't worked it out. 3 minus 4 is minus 1 minus 3. Then there in the denominator we have a -3 over minus 4 minus x. So now you have an equation to solve.
Wait, did you say they were parallel?
I did this.
Yeah.
They must be equal.
If they're parallel, so the x is. So now you have to solve this equation, right? So this must now be equal to 1 over 3, right? So I'm going to do this here. So you have this equation, -3 minus 4 minus x is equal to 1 over 3. So that's the equation you want to solve. How do you solve this for x then? Yeah?
I turned it into 3 over 9, and then
Okay?
then 4 minus x is equal to 9.
And you just like this, what x is, what you have to actually do. -5, and then.
You can guess what x is if you want.
The 5.
Yeah. You got 5.
Yeah, I got 5.
I worked out the equation, but I mean,
What did you work on?
I would do the equations because I enjoy doing equations.
That's right.
That's
pretty cool.
How do you enjoy doing
But you don't have to. Doing the equation is not. Setting it up would be probably the amount you get, but the actual doing the equation at this point is not necessarily going to count. But I mean, showing your steps is something we always encourage, right? So, can I,
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm blocked. If I do this, my camera literally goes blue. If I'm this side, it goes darker. Well, not blue, but it goes darker for some reason. Because I'm blocking the sunlight probably. But if I'm this side, it goes clearer. That's why I'm. Okay, let me finish this and I'll move. So, what you do? This is what I would do. Should I show you what I would do? This is FEC. So I'll multiply by -4 minus x on both sides. I'll multiply by -4 minus x on both sides. That's what I would do. Then, because that will cancel. That will get rid of that in the denominator, which is we don't want the x in the denominator. It makes our lives difficult. So you have -3. Now Negative 1 over 3 times negative 4, we distribute, is going to be negative 4 over 3. 1 over 3 times minus x is minus x. Yeah?
Wait, are you times it by just 8 or you times it by?
Distribute. What? What did I do? Did you do something wrong? Did I do something wrong?
No, she did something.
Okay.
Okay.
1 over 3 times negative 4, negative 4 over 3. 1 over 3 times negative x is negative x over 3. Hello? In fact, when we have both of these over the same denominator, we can write them over one denominator like that. There's a reason why I did that. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to, street maths, they call it cross multiply. Street math, but formal math, we're going to say I'm going to multiply by 3 on both sides to get rid of that 3 in the denominator. So then you get negative 9 is equal to minus 4 minus x. So then I'm going to do something funny here.
Huh?
Wait, so we were right?
Yeah, you were right.
So it's just 5.
It's negative 5. Oh, it's positive 5, yes. Wow. Mr. Schlatter, you're on a roll. X equals 5.
So you see, I just with the, when it was negative 3 over that step there, I just turned the 1 over 3 into 3 over 9, and then the 3 is on the same, so then negative 4 minus x, and if you call it that one, so
Yeah.
Okay, this one.
That's right, that's right.
Is that math legal?
Yes, it's fine. So, but you multiply by 3 which side?
No, on that side, I turned the fraction.
How do you do that?
Oh, it's 1 over 3 is equal to 3 over 9.
Oh,
So I
okay.
can just do that.
Okay. I think it works. It works, so it should be fine. But this is typically what we would do. Solve the equations, just sort of that way. Okay? Now we want to solve for x if AB is perpendicular to CD. Are you ready for that? If they're perpendicular, what do you know about the gradients? The product of those gradients must be. I'm not going to recalculate the
So do we not have to, right?
what?
We don't have to recalculate.
No, you unlikely get a question like this in an exam, but you wouldn't have to recalculate it again. No, that's just being unfair. I'm gonna just erase this part where I solve the equation. Beautiful. Mathematics is beautiful, isn't it? Ain't it?
It's yummy.
Of course, it's delicious. Scrumptious. If AB is perpendicular to CD, okay, great. Now, we know what the gradient, we now know that MAB times MCD want to be negative 1. So what do we have? We now know that MAB is just going to be 1 over 3. We now know that, right? Hello?
Yes.
Then this stays the same as this, right? So it's minus 3 over minus 4 minus x is equal to negative 1. Everybody in agreement?
Yes.
Now, how do you multiply fractions? Multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators. Multiply the top all the way through, multiply the denominator all the way through. So this becomes negative 3. Now this 3 is going to multiply with minus 4 minus x. Have to distribute here. 3 multiplied by that, whatever. Remember, when you multiply fractions, you multiply the numerator, you multiply the denominator. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, you guys have never been to Ohio, so you'd never understand.
Have you been to Ohio?
I am Ohio.
You are, or are you the state?
I am the living man of the United States. What did I do there? Oh, sorry. Who can tell me what's the step that I did there?
you times you times both sides by -4.
I times both sides by this. I just wanted you to see if why did I do that? Good question.
So that the x is in the denominator.
So that x can escape the denominator, right? He's no longer imprisoned there. Ask, please. Ask the relevant questions.
Irrelevant.
Prison.
No, ask the relevant questions. Then you distribute. -3 is equal to negative times negative is positive. Negative times negative is positive. Are we all in agreement? All in? What happened?
Oh, and then you say.
Alright, I'm gonna skip some steps here. I'm gonna skip some steps. -15. It still turns out to be -5.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be the same. It's the same x, but we're just using different techniques to get there. It should be the same because it's still the same coordinate. But the point here was for you to practice how to use parallel lines and perpendicular lines and your gradients, which is certainly what you'll be doing in your task. And midpoint, of course, and distance, of course. But there's literally mainly 3 concepts in your test. Densest formula, midpoint formula, and
Oh, it's negative.
gradients.
Oh.
Right is all. That's all. Well, it's just applications of. So what do you know? Distance formula is the length between any 2 points, right? Midpoint is the center, middle of the line. Basically, the distance, the point, the coordinate between 2 points or the middle of the line, any line. And then now the midpoint or the gradient. Okay, then gradient is for parallel or perpendicular. Parallel means gradients are the same. Perpendicular means product of the gradient is -1. Oh hey. Okay, cool.
Jason's life's back.
Sorry?
Jason's back.
Yeah. He's bunking. I'm joking. Alright, I'm gonna skip the B, C, and D collinear. We really know how to do it. You can do it. B, C, and D collinear, I'm gonna skip that.
We did that.
Huh?
We literally did that.
I know you did it, but do you get -5?
No.
I
I give
got
up.
-1.
Okay, fine, I'll do it.
Yeah.
16. No, do it, sir.
Punishing me.
It's seen the video.
Huh? Don't erase everything, remember? So if these points are collinear, that means gradient of AB is equal to the gradient of collinear and parallel should be the same though. Because if they're collinear, remember the gradients is the same. So the working out for collinear actually resembles the first one we did.
So do we still have to get that X thing?
Yeah. So I'm not going to do the collinear. So rather, I have literally 5 minutes. I want to rather show you an example of this question in exam. So tomorrow I'm going to send, I've been recording a video of myself doing this, the whole memo, and 28 minutes long, so can stop it here. Okay, goodbye. Please like and subscribe.